Would be nice to have countdown. How do you add a countdown on YouTube? Browser. Display capture. Group deprecate. No, okay. There's no countdown. Okie dokie. Alright, never mind. There's probably a plugin around. Let's see. We're ready to start. Let us get started. Okie dokie. So, where did I leave at? I think I've committed everything. It's been a while since the last commit, but everything is back on track now. So we've got something working. I hope it still works. So last night it was working. And it's still working. Okay, that's good. Still working. So we got the rendering done. And it's not very solid. It does render. But then... oh, weird. Okay, yeah, still flickering. So there is some flickering happening and I can't really understand what's going on. Yeah, there are these things popping. What could that be? It's really weird. So the only thing that I've left out from the refactoring is the sub-allocation of the camera data. So the camera data is currently not updated. Narrowing of what? Narrowing conversion? Oh, uint to int. What? Reserve. Neighbors. Size type, new capacity. Narrowing conversion from uint32 to signed type. Oh, that's weird. Size type. Why is the vector size type an int? Oh, size type is an int. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Hey, never mind. The power, the size is int. The size shouldn't be int in the first place. Whatever. That's not what I care right now. So what I really care about is to go back to where I begun. The refactoring. So there should be a place and a time. Okay, let me close some of these tabs. Not tabs. How are these called? How are these things called? Folds. Let me fold some of these. That's where the buffers copies happen. This is the update. I think it happens in the update. Delete buffer. Okay, so here it is. Okay, yeah, I found it. So instead of copying directly, no, this is fine. Instead of doing a copy here, I want a sub allocation. I'm gonna grab a snippet from here. So there should be a destination. I can delete this commented code, which is how it was implemented earlier. And I think this is done now. I can delete this. Is this still relevant? Block or yeah, this was happening in the multi-threaded era. Hey 42, welcome back. I've got things working, so we're in a good place now. There's still that glitch that I keep not understanding, but I want to make sure everything is done before diving into debugging. So the last thing that I haven't done properly is the sub-allocation of the camera data. So what I need from here is a sub-allocation. No, wait. It's a sub-allocation from the frame buffer. And the size of it is going to be the size of this guy. I mean, it could be just the sub-allocation. I'm gonna call it SB at this point. All the others I've called like this. No, wait. Okay, that is correct. This gets renamed. I should have used the rename function. All right, all good now. The SB.size, does it have a size? It should have a size. SB size, okay. So the optional is also checked, so it should not crash. Even though if this fails, what happens if this fails? Nothing. It will fail later, I guess. So there's no check right now, so that's not good. Anyway, so this is where the copy happens, and I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm resolving the in-flight frames conflict right now. So I'm gonna move this to the bottom and keep the comment. Welcome to the stream, hey Jan, first time catching the stream. Yeah, welcome. Some indirect rendering going on. Yeah, should be able to run something at some point. So it looks like I can show you. Yeah, I can show you in a bit. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Vulkan is awesome. So the glitch, I'm not sure you can actually see the glitch because it really happens in a fraction of time, and it just yeah, it's too fast. Maybe it's too fast for it to capture and encode the stream, the glitch on the video. So let's see, frame descriptor. Okay, that's fine. The copy then happens on the destination suballocation. Wait, how did it do it here? Okay, destination sub buffer offset. Cool. So that is going to be the destination subbuffer offset, and then we defer the suballocation deletion that will happen in copy buffer. Okay, yes, copy needs to happen later, and then speed size. We need an offset somewhere. This is the offset. Yep. That's great. So how do I call it? Destination subbuffer offset. And I can also see, say, destination subbuffer size. That's the frame buffer. That's cool. Presentation index. Okay. Everything is lined up except for this guy. This needs to free and destination destination subbuffer. Okay, got that. I just think that this buffer is not big enough. So this buffer, where did I get created? Okay, it's got as a size of the data, size of the per frame constant, which is okay, which is just stereo projection for stereoscopy. Why you render also work? Oh yeah, it does. Got the project here, which I'm gonna test as soon as this compiles. I'm just doing a quick change to see what happens. I want it to be the swap chain. Swap chain count. Okay. Is this defined already? Swap chain. Okay, that is defined. Cool. So that should work. Hopefully. Let's see. I'm gonna run it in debug mode. So if anything crashes, it will catch it. Okay. I didn't even Didn't even have time to drink. What's going on? It must be something dumb. So I guess, okay, this is null. This is null because it is not able to allocate it. Suballoc doesn't have any more space. Okay, it failed. Failed to allocate virtual block. Failed to initialize. Why doesn't it? This is annoying. This console is rubbish. Why is it so slow? It doesn't show me all the messages, so it makes printf debugging useless. Besides me, you're the most active person on this. I wanna stop here and rerun and see what is the message. I should add a stringification of the message. So it is out of device memory, and that is expected. Well, it is not expected, but it might have to do with alignment. So the size is 2048. Why is it asking for 2048? That's a bit too much. Draw in the... Wait. No, that's not draw in direct. What the flock? No, it should be this guy. When you copy paste code, this always happens. So this is not the right size. sb.size. What are you doing? This is completely wrong. Okay, that was totally wrong. Got the size. Suballocate. And okay, yeah, this size of is corrected. Is correct. Why was I copying? Just copy one. That is also correct. Okay, this looks correct now. I should probably, yeah, I should change also this to be more readable. SB size. I'm gonna reuse instead of computing it twice. So this is the same computation happened before. Really the same. So that's gonna be SB size. And again here. Same. And it's done. Okay. Yeah, that makes it a bit more readable. Let's try it again. Sometimes you just realize that there is some weird code that you wrote and it somehow worked. And you say, why? Why did you even work? Okay. The glitch is not... there's still glitches. Why? So whenever there is a new chunk loading in, there are glitches. And now it's getting slower. I can feel it. I can only wonder where these glitches are from. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to the garbage collection. So the timeline value, I'm gonna change it to strictly greater. So when we are way past the timeline, let's see if that changes something. Sorry, I didn't see the chat. Are you saying? Oh yeah, they joined the stream. Other people just sent like 4 comments. Don't you need VK draw indexed direct command unless you really are using non-indexed draws? Yeah, I'm using non-indexed draw. There is if you want to have a look, there is a well, actually there is also on the stream there is a link to my GitHub repo. So what I'm doing is generating this chunk as a stream of triangles, and then they are stored. Well, they are stored in a vertex buffer, and then there is a per object buffer which contains the object transform. I don't know, some other stuff that I'm not really using right now. The color. Oh yeah, the color is for changing the color of the thing. Like the water has different color. Does it? No, I don't know. This is just vertex color. Anyway, I use that for highlighting things like selected. What else? Then I have object indices that I'm not using right now, but this will be useful for later when I will be swapping out in and out chunks. Right now I'm just regenerating everything at I think every frame or so. Yep. The shader is very simple, so I don't expect to be a lot of issues that I'm having. There's a draw index, the objects, data, transform. Everything seems to be very chill. These are for the hands. Let's see how it behaves in VR. See you in a bit, 42. Let's go a bit bigger. And I'm gonna try running this. I'm still in release mode. Should I go debug? Yeah, I need the logging. Let's see what happens. Might take a little while. Oh, update. What is that? Enable hand and body tracking. The surroundings. Okay. Not to now. Thanks, but no. Oh. Okie dokie. It is running. Very nice. I think this is going to be an overkill. Okay, it's very unoptimized, I would say. I can still navigate, and it's full of glitches. So the glitch happens when it tries to draw the water. So it glitches at the water. I wonder if this will still happen without the water. Yeah, this is interesting. Since it's way slower here on the device, I can see what's going on a bit better. Close this. Close. Stop the app. Stop it from running. So the glitch happens especially when it's drawing the sea, the water body. What is the difference then? So where does the water gets generated? Update, render, not render. Okay, so there are two. So this is where the water gets generated. UBU, push it. Then the draw arguments. Okay. BBO size. Looks all right to me so far. Okay, now this is for the non-water. Okay. And this is for the water. Is it? BBO. Okay, everything is the same. It's just changing the if. Okay, let me try. So I've split this because of transparency. I wanted to draw transparency, and let me check the blending. It should be false. Okay, it is false. So we don't have blending. I was afraid that was going to affect the performance, but it's not really. Are you using C++ modules? Are those stables yet? Yeah, kind of. It depends. It really depends on the. What do you mean by stable? The functionalities are stable. The IDE is not really. I'm finding that Sea Lion does pretty good job. Probably also VS Code. VS Code does a pretty good job. Some libraries have that built in. GLM does a pretty good job supporting modules. Vulkan HPP. Also, Vulkan ships with modules, but I find that Vulkan HPP is just too. It's too big. Like it's also I don't like the fact that there is a Vulkan HPP, but there is no OpenXR HPP. So that is annoying. And then having them interoperate it's a bit of ugliness. So I would just rather write C Vulkan. and have it wrapped in my own C++. So let's see, I'm gonna remove this check so everything goes in one draw logic. Let's see. Yeah, CMake also supports them well enough to be used for a simple use case. Ah, still glitches. Why? Glitched. I think I need to move a bit faster. Oh, interesting. What happened? No, I wasn't debugging. Ah. So, I need to move faster. So maybe if I hold control, I go faster. Let's see if I can pull this off. On key down. I hope control is not a system key. So there should be somewhere update flying, update camera angles. Yeah, it should be this function. Okay, so if I hold shift, it's going to do that. So there is speed. Let's say that if I hold shift, it's gonna quarter that. And it's not const, so I can change it. If I hold shift, speed is gonna change by quarter. And if I hold control, it's gonna double or triple. It's gonna triple. Or maybe quadruple, because this is going a quarter and this will be 4 times. Let's see. I'm going normal speed, I'm going slow and fast. Okay. I need to destroy share. I need to close and debug. Let's go. Warp speed. It's slowing down. Yeah, that is something wrong, right? So it's failing to allocate. But why? Something is not deallocating properly. So you just run out of memory. And what are you? You are per objects buffer. Per objects buffer. So there is delete buffers, 18 delete buffers. Why are they not cleaning up? 18 of them. Why are there 18 of them? Well, if you move... No, that's weird. Okay, let's do something more interactive. I'm gonna head to the garbage collection and I'm gonna do some printf. So at the end, I'm gonna say log gc has removed. How many did you remove? Yeah, I'm gonna count them. So this is removed count, which is initialized to 0. Then I wanted to increment it here. So we have removed on a total of removed is going to be removed and the total is the delete buffers that size, and I'm gonna cast this. I know, I need to do it before moving. Can you give me some help? With okay, just change that. Cool. I do this before overwriting, and that should be good. Let's see what's the behavior. Okay, it keeps removing. Removed 8 out of 24. There are always 24, sometimes a bit more. It removed, yeah. And then there are 16, didn't remove. That's good. Good job. Now I'm gonna start flying. I wonder if I can write in the same line. If I do like this, it might carry return. Or maybe not. Yeah, it's not doing that. Maybe I can swap this for a printf. This console doesn't even support it. So lame. So lame. Whatever. Wait, why are there so many now? 164. How did you even collect so many? What is happening? Ooh. Something weird happened. Okay, can I run this externally? Like in a normal run? Just to run it outside of here? Yeah, probably not. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna find it. Okay. Okay, it's now... Oh yeah, it is working now. So we got 244. That's a lot. That's a lot. Why are there so many allocations at the same time? It was 16, and all of a sudden... Oh, maybe that's just one more character. Ah, yeah. Okay, okay. Not actually two. It's just 24. Ah, okay, that's that sucks. Let's instead, yeah, let's revert to use in here, because when you do a carriage return, it's not gonna clean up the line. I always forget that. Interesting garbage collections for buffers. I haven't got to this point yet, but I assume you could just defer the deletion to when the frame in flight is completed, unless your goal is to bulk delete buffers. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the garbage collection. So what happens is that there is a queue for deletion. So I just defer. So this is the defer delete. It just pushes it into this array, and it gives the current expected timeline value. I think it's the expected timeline. Yeah, this is the expected timeline value that comes from the renderer. Let's see. Let me grab a renderer, and the renderer, not the buffer. Let me find the present function. Present. So in the present function, when it's called, it prepares everything it's needed. Here it computes the the in-flight frame, and it does the wait for the in-flight frames. If it's still running, shouldn't be. Then it increments the value to the next, to the expected end value for this queue. So when the queue is done, this is also the expected value for the queue. Then this is used in the garbage collection function, which checks if the timeline value is greater, and I can say greater or equal. So if the current value is the one that was specified to wait, then we should be good, except for when force is just for the destructor. So at the end we want to force garbage collect everything. Not that we care much about the application ending, so it's just for not having the assert error popping up every time I close the application, the window. So this looks like it's doing the correct job. takes a while to close. Okay, 16, that is good. 16, 16, 8, 16. Let's go warp speed. Yeah, 8, 16. It's getting slower and slower. Why? Yeah, it's filling up. So it's failed to allocate virtual block that is expected. Oh no, I wasn't debugging. But I know that something is not working in the free. So buffer sub free. What's wrong? Virtual free this allocation. And it's not freeing, especially. Which one is it not freeing? I need to replicate it. It was the per object buffer, I guess. Let's go warp speed. Getting slower and slower and slower. Ah. And we failed. So it's failing at this guy. Per object buffer. Are we doing the right free? Object buffer and staging buffer. Yes, object buffer, this is where we suballocate. We suballocate this size, which is correct. So first, we get some buffer from the staging buffer. That's fine. Then we copy into the staging buffer. That is also fine. Oh no, this is not fine because wait, what? Why is it? Oh no, this sub allocation. Okay, so the copy went fine. Okay, copy went fine. And then trying to suballocate how much? 343. 343. Is this a normal size? I wonder how many UBOs that you're trying to create. You're trying to create 3000. And the size of this guy is 96. So the total size, okay, 300. That is fine. Because this is just 3000 objects. Maybe 3000 objects. It's not a small number. Because here, we just made room for 10,000 objects. So if we have 3 times 3,000 objects, that's going to be way more than what we have allocated here. So let's triple this. By tripling the buffer, we should be good. So it was legit running out of memory. Hey Manoj, Manoj, Manoy. Sorry if I mispronounce it. What did you miss? You joined us now. You missed just yeah, me fighting against code as always. Yeah, nothing really. Just trying to fix code. But you will get an interesting when I start adding color textures and that kind of stuff. Hey Gan, what are you using indirect rendering for in this rendering? Why just to bulk these chunks? See, this is made of chunks, and they are all using the same same material. Huh. This is an interesting shape. It should. So it's popping new chunks in, but it's not freeing the old one. Okay, that's an interesting behavior. Something's wrong. Aha. I never looked back. And this is not what it should do. That's why it's getting slower and slower. Okay. Oh, just to decrease. Yeah. Hopefully, I don't know. I haven't done any profiling yet, but since that is possible, I thought why not. So instead of it's doing a lot of draw calls. So at the beginning it was like 3,000 draw calls, which could be replaced by just a single one, and so it doesn't need to be. Also, this is all laid out in a way where everything is in a big buffer, so I don't have to not just the draw call but also the bindings and all this other stuff. And since I'm targeting a very low-end device, I have a feeling that it is gonna matter. Okay, so I'm going. This is not deallocating anything. It's going forever until it. Oh, what? What? What are those things popping? I see. Oh, there are big blobs appearing now and then. All right. Oh gosh. Something is telling me that I'm not freeing the chunks array. But I'm pretty happy that the amount of memory that I allocated was enough. I just don't understand how. Well, first of all, how it fits. How it all fits in here. But then. So the chunks. Chunks. Is there anywhere that I'm cleaning up chunks? So this should happen in the chunks generation. Where is the chunk generation? Generate chunks. So we get the chunks. Chunk size. Chunks. Generate chunks. Chunk indices. Okay, here it's emplacing new chunks, and here it should reuse the chunks. Oh, but when it deletes the chunks, it is now. Wait, what? When that is. Oh, I see the buffer. So when the chunk. Yes, the buffer. Yeah, something's happening with the buffers. Chunk.mesh. But why is it still drawing? How many chunks are you generating? Okay, there's only one way to find this out. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna put a breakpoint. I'm also targeting Quest and have done some experiments with GPU-driven rendering using indirect draw and saw some promising results. Yeah, it should. Really should do that. Right now I'm using the indirect call, but yeah, with with a stream, with using the old way of drawing with the vertex stream, but I want to change that later using buffer device address. The BD. I have. I think I have WinMerge. So this is my go-to find which feature to use. I'm trying to target Quest 2 and 3. So I always come here and compare which features are supported by both the devices. And as you can see, I first thought it would be nice to use dynamic rendering instead of the old-fashioned way, even though render passes are still cool if you use them right way. I've implemented, I think I've implemented, what is it called? Sample. Oh yeah, multi-sampled renders single. This makes MSAA much easier. And then, yeah, I think I've implemented some of these. Timeline semaphores, that's quite obvious. What else? Yeah, I usually come here and see a diff between these two files. And it gives me a pretty good overview of what I can afford to implement and not. Yeah, it is also not very suitable for. Well, it depends on what you're doing, because if you're not doing passes, then it's good enough. It makes things way simpler. But yeah, tiled renderer. Let's see. I need to move backwards to see what's going on. Faster. Yeah, they're never disappearing. And hence, it's getting slower and slower and slower. Now, while that is rendering, I want to see the chunk update. So chunks is definitely not empty, and it's full. There are 3,000, okay. And is 3,000, no, this 3,000 it's way too big. 3447. Let's see if I keep running 3447. And now it's 4. Yeah, it's definitely never decreasing, which shows a bug somewhere. Chunk index offset. What is this for? I'm going to start with no neighbors And this is going to be one chunk at a time. Ooh, didn't like that. What didn't you like? What? Okay. Why is that? Frame buffer. It's got size 384, but this is requesting 128. That should be fine. What? Why? Yeah, depending on how long, how much frame buffer. How did it set the frame buffer size? This is swap chain count, and yeah, what's wrong with it? Wait, how do I get back to the point of the debug? Oh, maybe I just click here. Okay, so it could not create buffer because it's requiring 128 and frame buffer size 384. 128 times 384. What's wrong with it? This is the alignment. And this is only the first frame, probably. So virtual block. Let's see if virtual block has allocation count is 3. Allocation count is 3. How did you allocate 3 already? Blocks 3 count 0. Free list. How did this happen? No block offset size. What? Block metadata size. Alloc count is 3. I wonder what is alloc count. Is it only failing when I'm set this to 0? Neighbors, set this to 1. That's a weird behavior. I found that buffer device actually doesn't work on Quest with RenderDoc, which is very annoying. Oh, okay. I think I've seen that. Did you enable the buffer device address replay? Because when you enable the feature, let's see if I have it somewhere. The first time I tried to enable it, it failed, but because I didn't have, so I don't have that enabled. Yeah, so did you enable the capture replay? Because maybe this is why it was failing. Yeah, we'll check that. Okay, so it's still failing. No. Yeah. Why is it still failing? It's still failing to allocate. What the heck? It just changed. It was working. It was working not long ago. I have witnessed. I have recordings. And that's the same, right? Yeah, it's the frame buffer. The size of per frame constant. Per frame constant. Yeah, that's correct. Let's make it bigger then. Per frame. It's a staging buffer. Per frame. Where is it? Frame buffer. Per frame buffer. Yeah, okay. This is the guy. Should be right. But let's double it. Oh, not +2. Yeah. Could be, yeah. Okay, by just doubling, it's already doing better. Cool. I don't know why I had to double though. Could be the could be the alignment. Aligning by 64. 128 should be already aligned by 64. Weird. Hey, welcome back for this too. You didn't miss much so far. I just realized a few mistakes. Oh, wait. It's doing the correct thing now. What just happened? Okay, now it's doing what it's supposed to do. So to delete, except for all this glitching happening, which I don't understand. It's so weird. So I initially fixed the glitching happening every frame by not resorting the chunks, but now I want that to happen every frame because it should not happen at all. Wait, what? Little chunks. Sorted chunks. Was I not using the sorted chunks? Oh. Okay. I thought I was using the sorted chunks. Anyway. Okay, now if I just move a little bit, everything is glitchy. But why only when I move? Why not always? Let's see, I have a test here. Generate chunks when the distance, and we do the travel. Only when the distance. Floor. What if I set the camera at every frame? Maybe that's a problem. Not really. Okay. That was not it. Only when I move. So it's not the keyboard. Okay. So if I press spacebar, that is not happening. What happens when I move? Let's go back to where this is handled. So when I move, we update flying camera position, the player, and everything else. Does this happen with the controller? Now I wonder. Let's see, I just need a cable. Or maybe it will connect. Let's see if it's connecting. It's got a bit dusty. So I will see if my controller is gonna work. So it's not connecting. It doesn't even see it. Okay, here it is. Connect. Connected. Cool. It is connected. Now I'm gonna try driving game with the gamepad. Okay, yeah, the same. It's pretty much the same. So yeah. The difference is that here I can move smoothly. There are glitches everywhere. So when I rotate, nothing happens. Only when I move. Okay, only when I move. Let's give it a closer look. Player camera position. So this is the only thing that really changes. Gamepad, okay, these are all reads. Also because this is const. Gamepad is const. Everything is const. The view is const. The only thing that changes is the camera position. And what does the camera position affect? The camera position only affects the camera sector. The camera sector is going to generate the neighbors, and then the chunks are generated. I have no idea. I'll try to do something then. So let's say I want to return from here. I don't want to generate the chunks anymore unless we travel. So this should avoid flickering unless there is a change in the sector. And that, okay, that doesn't work. Well, first. And still, it's still there. And there is no change in sector. What a weird. I guess I can remove the garbage collector. Spamming. If I can get rid of this issue, I can finally move on. This is annoying me so much. So no sector is loaded and this keeps flickering like crazy. Weird, super weird. Does it happen in VR? Let's see. I think it also happens in VR. I'm gonna enable the simulator. And now when I run this, it's gonna run inside the XR simulator. I can now move. I think I can move. I cannot move. Okay. Don't move the head. But does it? Okay, it works with the controller. And yeah, it's still happening. Yep. Yep. Still happening. It still happens like crazy. Okay, so it's not an issue with the windowed rendering. That's good to know, at least. How do this make this happen every time? That's a good question. So I'm not able to replicate it whenever I want. So I thought that resorting the chunks would make it shuffle. Is there any shuffle? Shuffle. How does shuffle work? Okay, sort, then shuffle it. Oh, okay. Yeah, do that. Let's give it a nice shake. So the sorting at the beginning was just for drawing the transparency. But now I'm not doing that anymore. Ah, okay. Finally, we're getting something. That's what I wanted. So it is because of the order. And why does that matter? This is an interesting behavior. Why does it matter? Why is it even doing what it's doing? Like what the heck? Now I want to see what happens with RenderDoc, because last time I tried it didn't really it wasn't really able to reproduce it in RenderDoc. Is this the right one? Yeah, this one. Open it up. And I want to capture a bunch. How do I do that? I don't remember. Yeah, Q capture at frame. Let's do it frame 20 and capture 5 frames. Yeah, they are definitely screwed up. They are screwed up. But let's see how they appear compared to the preview. Because, I knew it. See, in the preview, it's messed up. Probably because the preview is got from the main view, but then when it replays it, it's fine. Nasty bee. Really want to play a hard game. So what do I do now? Okay. So it's definitely an overlapping issue. But why? Haha! I get it. It's no, I don't know if I got it, but I have an idea. It could be. So which? No, it can't be, because even the arguments buffer I am suballocating. So the args buffer is suballocating. Then, but am I using the suballocation args buffer? Let's see. So args buffer destination. No, I'm using. I am using the wait. I have the destination buffer. Yes. But I know now. I know it. You got the buffer. We didn't get the offset. So I suballocated the arguments buffer, but didn't do didn't store the offset. It must be that I just need to come up with a variable. So let's go to the argument buffer, and I'm going to do vk device size args buffer offset. You knew it. You knew it. I really wonder if Gemini would be able to find this out. Because the AI completion was able to reason about it and come up with the offset thing. Okay, here, destination, and then args offset is going to be the destination offset. And bada boom, this should work. Ah, it doesn't work. Why? I was sure. Ah, I didn't use it. No, it's just me being dumb. I didn't use it. I'm too excited. I need to calm down. Okay. It is happening, guys. You're witnessing greatness. Oh, okay. No, that didn't work. Okay. That is disappointing. Ah, come on. Args buffer offset. But this was wrong anyway, so weird. Did I forget anything? Args buffer offset. No, it's not that. Why is it not this? Args buffer, it is allocated. Everything looks good. What else? So the copy buffer, object buffer. This got the destination offset. That is good. Then staging buffer. Vertex buffer. Okay, vertex buffer doesn't need to be bound. The descriptor. So let's go to check this other descriptor. This got the offset, so it's the offset is also set here. Oh, bummer. Yeah, this is right. We got the arguments buffer offset. And this is the staging buffer. This is the arguments buffer. Does indirect buffer have... okay, time to summon. Does indirect draw buffer have a specific alignment? Okay. Must be multiple of 4. Draw count must be bigger than 1. Yeah. I don't care about metal. Oh, D12. So we have 64 alignments, so that should be enough. Let's double check we are using it properly. So bind the vertex buffer and vertex buffer. Wait, yeah, there's the vertex buffer. Why is the offset 0? Aha! It got you again. So we are sub-allocating in the vertex buffer and not storing the offset. Offset, yeah, offset is not 0. You little minion. See. Okay. Where is the vertex buffer? I think I had a vertex buffer offset somewhere. There was something. Uniform set index. Is this even used? This is not used. Yeah. You can go. Draw count is used. This guy is not used. Yeah, except for some commented code. I'm gonna leave it for now. Chunks update, chunks mutex. These dudes are not used. I'm gonna comment that out. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get rid of these. I'm not doing it right now. So there's no multi-threading happening. No locks needed. There's no thread. It will come back though. VK device size. Vertex buffer offset. Yes. Thanks, GPT. Don't need you anymore. Vertex, vertex buffer, vertex buffer, vertex buffer. We are there. So copy, and then let's remember where this was. Bind. Okay. Offset, offset, offset. That is going to be the offset. And the arguments buffer, not this offset. I was doing some dumb stuff again. Vertex buffer offset. Let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh. Oh, it's not constructor. Not anymore. Okay. Getting closer, I guess. That's interesting. It is. Vertex buffer offset. Did I set the correct one? I wonder. Oh, no, I didn't. You suggested wrong. I blame it on the AI. It suggested me the wrong variable. It's the time. This is it. This is it. How can this happen? It's like fixing bugs, but it's not fixing bugs. How could it even work so far if it was this wrong? We got the vertex buffer offset, and I set it. Oh, because is it even reading it from? from the offset, bind vertex buffers. And then we have the offsets. I wonder if the offsets need a dynamic one. Could be. It could be that it needs a dynamic buffer. Let's see. What are the requirements? What is required to use the offset for the vertex buffer in... no, but this is a vertex buffer, so it's not the descriptor buffer. So yeah. Sets data. Yeah, I was thinking about descriptor buffers offset, so that's not the thing. Minimum. Okay, mean vertex input binding offset alignment. Okay. Let's check. There is some alignment that needs to happen. So I'm gonna head over to my caps viewer. And look for alignment. Limit, VK device limits, mean vertex input binding offset alignment. Mean, there's nothing like that. Did you just hallucinate? Vertex input, there's nothing like that. Maybe it came later. Let's see. Let's look at alignment again. Okay, nothing here. Nothing here. Not really. Nothing. Alignment. Not really. Okay. Vertex attribute. No. PK physical device limit. Yeah, this should be it. Physical device limit. And that doesn't exist. Four, 16. I mean, everything is 64 in my case, so I don't think that's gonna be an issue. Vertex buffer offset. Wait. Yeah, that's the buffer offset. And that should be correct. So this is the buffer offset. Why so many offsets? Oh, these are the buffers and then the offsets. Okay. The buffers and the offsets. There's only one buffer, which has this size. Wait, what is this? Ah, the binding count. First binding, and then binding count. Vertex buffer. Ah, it's only one. It's just one. Oh boy. Hey Goomba, I'm just learning coding in Python, and your channel was recommended. I don't understand any of this. Have fun. Thanks, mate. Have fun with Python. Yeah, this might not make any sense for you right now, but if you want, you can always learn. It's graphics programming. It starts from graphics programming, then you slowly end up doing old programming. I'm gonna do some UI later, and I'm planning to do some physics and some audio programming. Everything is fun. And networking, yeah, let's not forget about networking. We got buffer, and that is 0. Okay, first frame 0. Good. You're good to go. First frame is done. Second frame. Let's see if I can also. I would love to see it docked. Where's the window? It disappeared behind everything else. No, stop it. Okay, second time. We have an offset of 0. What? That's not right. It can't be 0 again. Well, maybe. Did garbage collect? It didn't even garbage collect. No, wait. This is here. Okay. It's not even in the console. And let's run. It's probably still 0. Still 0. Okay, let me run it. Just go, my friend, do your thing. And then I'm gonna stop you. Okay, it's got something, finally. It has something. So that's the offset. And then if I run it again, it's gonna be 0. If I run it again, that will be... Oh, this is something now. I wonder if I run it step by step. 1 frame, 1 frame, 1 frame. vertex buffer. Yeah, the vertex buffer is suballocated. So it is clearly, yeah, it is suballocated and then it is freed. That's good. Then we get the offset. And what about the copy? So it's gonna copy. It is gonna copy from the staging buffer at this point into this offset. Everything is correct. And then we are copying. Yeah, we are copying the data into the pointer. That is also correct. This is the pointer at the offset. This is the pointer at the offset, and the copy command, destination offset, and the copy command should do the right thing. The copy from takes in the buffer, the source buffer. Is it the source buffer? Oh yeah, it's the source buffer, which is the staging. And source offset. Okay, that's good. Into the destination offset and the source size. Then we run the command on the buffer. Only one copy. Yeah, looks good. Everything looks good except for not working. What if I had only one frame in flight? So every time I finish rendering, I do an idle. Tick, tick, and after the tick is done, so if we are in XR, we do the XR, otherwise we do the idle just like in the destructor. Okay, wait idle. Let's see. This is gonna run slower, but it should run correct. And it doesn't, because there is something even wronger. I'm gonna remove the equal again, just to be sure. Yeah, that's not affecting. Okay, let's what happened here? Where's okay? I've lost the minimize button. How do I make sure that the garbage collector runs? So wait idle should mean that the timeline should always progress. You got a timeline value and then it progresses and then it should do the garbage collection. Oh well, I think I'm gonna take a break. Yeah, I need to stop it here for a while. We did some good progress though. I'm quite happy about it. It's just this issue. Yeah, I don't know how to even describe it. Very unexpected. Cool. Well, guys, see you the next time. It was fun. We did some good progress, and subscribe if you're new, so we can hang out even more, and you can see the progress. And see you next time. Have a good night for who's going to sleep, and a good day for who, like me, just woke up, and it's pretty early in the morning. Bye bye.